Hello everybody, I am, well, this is my review of Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, why did I do this for my first review? I don't know, I barely played this game, but I do have enough to talk about what I think about it. Now, the main thing that people didn't like about this is the fact that it's just side-scrolling instead of a top-down view. But the thing is, when this was made, how many Zelda games were there? This and Zelda 1. And one of them was top-down, the other was side-scroller, so they were just trying to experiment and see which idea was better for the series. Sadly, well, I'm glad that the other one worked, even though I'm a big side-scroller fan. But, look, this is, like, you're going to short battles in it, but the one thing that makes me really dislike this game, the one thing is the difficulty. It is the hardest Zelda game ever made. It's definitely one of the hardest games. It's definitely a really hard game. I'll tell you how hard it is. I've never actually beat the first palace. Yeah. And to be honest, this is actually quite boring to play this overworld especially. You could play this overworld like, you really, if this game didn't have the overworld, if it was Stage like Mario, it wouldn't be as bad, but, you know, you need the overworld to get some experience. Now, the experience, you can upgrade your life, your magic, and your sword, and if you see in the top right corner, there's the experience. You have to get a certain amount to level up. Now here, look at this person. Please, let me help you. Come inside. Okay. Follow her into her house. Now, you don't see what's going on. I can restore your life. I'm sure you can. Hey, talk to this old woman. Hello. Oh no, Link's going in there too. Magic. I'm sure you can as well. What do you think he's doing there? What the hell is going on? I don't know how I can do that on my emulator. I don't know how. Oh. Just, I probably couldn't even beat this in entire life. It's one of the most brutally hard things you've ever played. But the main bad thing about it is, like, as I said, the difficulty. Difficulty is retarded. It's like, if you were to get the original Zelda, which wasn't really an easy game by itself, times that by 7 and see how hard the game is. Like, by the, then you'll get this game. It's definitely a lot worse than the original Zelda. I never met anyone who went better than Zelda 1. I really haven't. Now, the battle scenes are okay. They're not terrible battle scenes. I can think of worse battle scenes in games. But the fact that this is such a hard game when it doesn't need to be, like, it may be hard, but it may be not like the Zelda. It may be not like the Zelda people enjoy, but it's still one of the best games on the NES. Like, even if you're not very good at it, which you probably aren't very good at it, you can't say you think it's a bad game. Well, you probably can, since I'm just a stupid person, but you can't say you think it's not very well made. Well, some people could argue that it isn't very well made, but whoa! Something wrong with this emulator. And when he dies, look at that. Just look at it. It's just strangest thing. What is he? Why is he holding his sword there? All the places his sword could go. Why there? Now, if you memorize what to do in this game, it won't be as hard, but until you do, so kick your ass until you are dead. Now, I'll show you what happens when you get a game over in this. Now, if I was to avoid this little guy and touch a big guy, I'd have to fight harder enemies. But the most annoying thing about this game, another reason why it's such a hard game, is this. If I was to get game over, I'd be straight at the beginning. Well, it was the same in Mario. If you got game over, you'd be at the beginning, but Mario wasn't a hard game to beat. But it was a surprisingly easy game. Look, I'll show you what I'm doing. Whoa! That doesn't happen in the actual NES game or the Wii Virtual Console version. I still think you should pick this game up, though. It'll be a fun experience, even though you'll probably be drinking poison by the time you're through with it. Whoa! It's like if I press the back and forward button at the same time, I do this. That is super funny. Now, game over. Return of Ganon. You can continue, but I don't know really. You start right back at the beginning. This is the Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.